Alright, so you saw what the con looked like, and we already showed you that we got these awesome shirts, and they were for sale as well, so other people got them, plus the VIPs got them. But we also did have to get some pickups at the con, because it wouldn't be a con without getting some cool stuff for us. And I think we actually bought more stuff here than we did at Too Many Games, which is funny because Too Many Games technically had more stuff, but I think just what we were looking for and the right price and everything just worked out here. So first thing though, we have to once again thank a bunch of people, because not only
this video is composed of us just thanking people.
Thank you,
but
not only did we get to meet some people, friends online that we haven't met before, and other people from the social media space, but several of them were kind enough to gift us some stuff, which you guys totally didn't have to do, but it's very much appreciated. I mean, it was a total surprise, and it was awesome.
I'm very humbled. Like, we've only been doing our YouTube channel a year. The amount of support we got from people was totally unexpected. I mean, I wasn't used to, like, people coming up to me and be like, hey, watch your guys' channel, or hey, you're that girl from the RetroGameCon commercial, or hey, like, I was just like, what? Me? Huh?
Yeah.
Like, it was a very surreal experience to me. And then some of you were, like, kind enough to gift us things, which, okay, alright.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
That's really sweet and unexpected, so that I'm feeling the love, guys. I'm feeling the love.
So we'll start off, before we get into our purchases, we'll start off with some of the gifts. So Brad from B Squared Gaming did mention this beforehand, so this wasn't as much of a surprise, but he still very much appreciated for doing this. He saw our awesome, speaking of gifts, the awesome Ocarina of Time that was gifted to us from River City
Retro.
He had a collectible case, one of the protective cases, which we have a couple for like some Super Nintendo games and stuff.
These things are so awesome. I feel like the past couple of years, more and more people have been getting these.
Yeah, I've been seeing them more, and they're great.
They're totally worth the money. It's gonna keep your stuff nice,
especially cardboard games.
And it's still nice to like stack on, and it's gonna keep your stuff nice. So if you have a little extra money, definitely invest in these plastic cases.
Buy them all over the place,
plastic. You can order them offline. A lot of vendors at RetroGameCon, order these as well. So I think more and more places are going to start selling these, just because there are a lot more collectors out there than I think we knew.
Yeah, exactly.
So they want to keep their stuff nice. I want to keep my stuff nice. So if you have the extra money, definitely get these cases. They're nice. They're going to keep your stuff all pure. I don't know. I'm using that word. They're gonna keep it in good shape.
Pure Zelda here. So. But that was awesome. Thank you so much, Brad. Then our good friend, a gift that we don't have right here is actually our panel was filmed by our good friend Brian Downey, which was great seeing you again, man. And we really appreciate you filming the panel as well. So that was a great enough gift right there. But you also gifted us with a couple other things. Because you do watch our channel and you know what we get and what we talk about and everything, which we appreciate you watching it, you noticed that a couple of months back, a buddy of ours gave us the collectible case and extras for the Metal Gear Solid 4 game for PS3, but it didn't have the soundtrack in the Blu-ray 2-disc pack, and look what you gave us. So this was the missing.
That's now complete.
And it's now complete. So I mean, that was just like completely a surprise and super awesome. So I'm gonna put that right in the collector's edition, and I will now have everything in there, all the little joys. But then, knowing that we like shooters, or I do anyway. Megan likes it, but I'm obsessed with it.
Get the hell out of here, that man.
You didn't just get us a shooter. You gave us a sealed copy of the Death Smiles limited edition for Xbox 360, which is a bullet hell shooter with lots of bullets coming at you, but it has a collectible faceplate in there.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. It comes with a music soundtrack,
CD,
I think.
Yeah, like a sampler soundtrack.
I don't know if you can see the back, but
yeah, it's probably all shiny because of the
front
seal. And it was awesome having this. The only thing I gotta say is I unfortunately put a little crease in it because I put it in my bag after you gave it to me, and carrying it around all day, I did put a little crease in it. But so appreciative of this. So thanks again, Brian. Awesome. And our good friend Kevin that we talked about, he was watching our videos for a while and stuff, and he saw the one we did recently for Halloween where Megan played Silent Hill, and he's a big fan of Silent Hill.
Yes. this was
what
really
it is.
awesome. I've been looking at this game for a while. I know it plays a little bit differently than the other Silent Hills because this one plays a little more like a dungeon crawler, but that's Silent Hill Book of Memories for the PS Vita. It's
awesome.
very. I'm still blown away. Thank you so much for gifting us this because I do want to
Total
play
shock.
this.
I mean, you did write us beforehand, I saw, but I didn't see the message.
I wasn't
till
aware.
Afterwards.
I wasn't aware. So
it totally took us both by surprise. So
so
thank you so much,
Thank you
man.
so much for this. Big shout out to you, dude. It was awesome talking with you. And again, I feel bad I didn't get a chance to talk to you because we run into each other and then
Ran
I
into each other like a million
run
times, but...
somewhere else. So thank you so much for gifting us that.
Yep. And then calling back to River City Retro, our good friend Pat Milligan from there asked us if we had this, and we didn't. And it's a GameCube preview disc, and it has videos of a ton of games, like at least 20 games on here. It has like commercials, and it has screensavers, but it's a DVD, and
That's
you can
cool.
put it in your PC too to get the screensavers and stuff. But just like cool stuff like that, and he's seen our collection before, and it was just cool that he's like, hey, do you guys have this yet? And we didn't, so that was definitely
so kind.
awesome.
You guys are killing me.
I know. So now we're gonna get into our pickups. So we will start there. I guess maybe I'll start with, because we have a couple things here are almost they're unique because they're related in a certain way. They're all for different systems and stuff, but we were able to complete some things from this con, which was probably why we got more stuff than before. We weren't just buying games we wanted, but there may have been games that we had but we're missing pieces of and stuff. So I don't know if we mentioned it before, but you obviously know Megan works at GameStop.
We're very, very part-time at GameStop.
part-time at
Really. Just enough to get the discount.
Yeah.
And a couple other perks. Some of those perks include getting
cases.
Getting cases.
That are going to be thrown out.
So, I know different GameStops allow it and some don't, some do. I was very upfront about telling my assistant manager, hey, we collect the cases because a lot of times we don't have, cases for loose games and whatnot, or if, we can find a loose game, it's a lot cheaper than buying it, whole. So, anyway, she was really cool about it. As long as she knows we're not, reselling it or stuff. It's for our own
Now that we have it complete, we'll sell it. No.
Yeah. So this is complete now.
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2.
Box was in mint condition with all that stuff that comes in there, like the health and safety precautions.
So we got a great deal on the cart only at Infinite Lives at their booth. So that was really cool.
Yeah, so that's complete now.
It's just always good when you complete a game you have and stuff, and especially when you can get stuff at a good price. So getting that cart for so cheap was really good. Let's see. Here's one I have. I had the card only of this, and I have the other two in box. I think I'm missing the manual for the third game, but one of my favorite beat-em-up series of all time is Streets of Rage, and it has a little cut up here, but the main thing that got me was it still had its manual too, so now I have that complete. I'll have an extra cart for trade or sell in the future, but got a great deal on it. A lot of the vendors, actually, I think almost every time I bought something, it was, a couple bucks were off here and there, so that was another one to complete. Let's see, how about you talk about this completion?
Oh, God, yes.
I don't think we talked about it last month, but we showed a picture of it in our pickups video.
I recently got one of my favorite games, which I actually didn't play until a couple of years ago. I don't know how this happened, but it ended up being one of my favorite games, and that's Pokemon Snap. So I now have this complete. I got the cart only at one of the Pawn Kings or something around here. So now I have it complete.
Yep, it's got the
with
book
a manual and
folded
oh
book.
no, it got folded. But still,
got a good deal on that. It was complete when I
everything.
found it, and I asked, hey, I already have the game. Would you, well, first I was like, would you take some money off? And they were like, well,
Color
and then when I
manuals.
mentioned that I had the game, they're like, oh, well, yeah, we'll take the game and take some money off that. So, great deal. Once again, Infinite Lives.
Yes, thank you for
appreciate
that.
You guys are really helpful. And
all that stuff.
Yep, so, and it's always good to get more N64 games complete because those cardboard boxes, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You just can't find them anymore.
No,
so.
it's tough, and especially when they're in as good a shape as this one is. Now I'm having a hard time getting it back in because I'm trying to rush now, but you get the idea. So complete Pokemon Snap.
Now, similar, because it's a cardboard box, let me actually take the game up and talk about it real quick and see why we completed it. This is a repro, And I don't know if we talked about it a couple months back, but it was shown in a pickup video. Our awesome JRPG for the Super Nintendo that didn't come out over here for some reason, because it was in Europe too, and that's Terranigma. And from what I played so far, it's definitely top class. Reminds me of like Albert Odyssey for Saturn, which was a Super Nintendo game.
Something I will say, I used to kind of be against these type of like repro carts and homebrews and stuff. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because I was like, oh, they're not official, or I don't know. But there's some really awesome games, like homebrews and, you know.
A lot of work goes into those too.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, they're really awesome. Definitely give them a chance. I mean, you're gonna find some really good games in there.
Yeah, especially ones like this that just didn't come out in America. So I could play the Japanese one without being able to understand the words. Maybe we could track down a PAL copy, and it might have English dialogue. I don't know. I don't know much about it. So,
but it's cool to have. Yeah, it's cool to have this game and a whole new adventure. You know, definitely keep an open mind when it comes to these, because you're missing out on some really good games. But
so what's really cool is,
let me continue. You got the box for it.
And not just the box, but I guess what's more uncommon is finding the manual for this. So I was able to get a great deal from Anthony to get both of these. So thank you so much for that. And now we have the game complete. And what I really liked about this box, I've seen other repros too, is this box, it like looks just like an old Super Nintendo box. Like the printing is perfect. It doesn't look repro. It looks like exactly like it would have looked if it came out in America. So incredible to have this complete now. So really good game, and now it's going to look great on the shelf. So that was an awesome find.
Very cool to have that complete.
Want to talk about
let me talk about some stuff. Let me see here. Okay, so next few games are 3DS games. Yeah, let me talk about. They're from two different vendors, but I figure I'll talk about them. Keep the 3DS games together. First game, thanks to our friends at Microgame that we got, was Epic Mickey Power of Illusion. Got a really good deal on this.
My 3DS case right now.
Yeah. It plays. First of all, it plays like a side scroller, which I didn't really know that much about it. Like, I don't know. I wanted it because I really liked, Epic Mickey when I played it on the Wii. So I've been wanting this game for a while. I watched you play it a little bit, and the sprite works really good in it. It's so awesome. Music's incredible in it. It's great because it features some of our beloved villains and stuff. Yeah, so if you get a chance to pick this up, definitely do. We got this for like $10.
Yeah,
so
very good. It's definitely worth it for that price. So
I was very happy. So there's that one. Got a great deal on this, bundled with something else. Our friends at River City Retro, Pat Milligan, hooked us up with this.
This was actually Sean Milligan's game, he said, when he had the booth. So we will have it now. And
I didn't know that.
Take care of it. Yeah.
So Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon for the 3DS complete.
We wanted this for a while, even before we finally owned the GameCube one. I played the demo, I think, and our friend Tom Doherty had it too.
So we got really this bundled with, and I'm gonna switch to another system real quick. Mario Party 6 for the GameCube. Got these bundled together for a really good price.
Deal, yep.
I'll let you hold that real quick. But
thank you, River City Retro.
Yeah, thank you so much.
The deal.
This has been a little bit of our white whale, because when we went to South Carolina, we almost got this game for like $2 at like a Jesus thrift store. I forgot what it was.
Jesus thrift.
I call it that because I remember there was this really big Jesus.
Really weird mural of Jesus crawling with
like
blood.
Right when you opened the door, it was a bit much.
It was kind of scary, yeah.
But anyway, that aside, it was a pretty decent thrift store. They had a lot of games, except of course like two games that I really wanted. This little old lady was like, walked up to the counter, asked if there were any games, and she got a bunch, and she was like asking about them, and then she asked like what GameCube games were.
She goes, what's a GameCube? And
yeah.
I was like, I just want that game to play it.
She didn't even know what it was, and then she ended up buying the games, and
she bought everyone there because she saw we were looking at them.
Yeah.
I know it.
And we made the mistake of saying like, if you don't want those, we'll take them. And she probably was like, oh, they're valuable. And
yeah, she probably sold them or something.
So that was one of the games. So it's nice to finally have that. you know, and like I said, we got it for a really good deal, or bundled with the Luigi's Mansion. So thank you, River City Retro, for hooking us up.
Why don't you go over these
got,
two interesting purchases?
Actually, one more River City Retro purchase was this game called Rad Gravity, which I knew very little about. Pat said he doesn't really see this around, and actually I haven't, come to think of it. It's a cool little platformer. This guy on it is hilarious. He's got this like
chin,
epic chin.
I'm Rad Gravity.
It's
Sorry.
He's such a cornball. I love it. But it looks really cool.
Yeah.
You guys can compare chins.
No, but yeah, I haven't played it yet, but
yeah,
NES cart
this looks really cool. So I like collecting, NES carts, especially games you don't see that often. So, yeah, there's that. Let me finish up. I got two more things. So this is from River City Retro. One of the sellers there, I believe it was Frank Lamacchia. I hope I pronounced that right.
I think that's it.
I didn't even realize it was you. I know I've seen you in some of the different threads and stuff. And I was like, yeah, he told me, and I was like, oh, it's that guy. So, I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself. I didn't even realize it was you. I was spacing out. I was probably
getting later
tired.
In the day too,
so, got a couple Nintendo Powers for a pretty good deal. Did I get this one there? I may have got this one on another table.
We'll go over the one.
Well, anyway, this is the one I got from Frank Lamacchia's table, which was Nintendo Power featuring Link's Awakening, which was the first Zelda that I ever played.
One of the best ones.
And for how cheap I got this, now, for some reason, I mean, probably because it's Zelda, but anytime I try to look up a Nintendo Power online with something Zelda related, they're always more expensive. And I don't know why. I love collecting Nintendo Powers. It was a magazine that unfortunately I didn't have as a kid growing up that I always wanted, and I couldn't get it. So
now she can.
Now as an adult,
she's an adult.
I'm like, I'm gonna spend my money on old Nintendo Power. So anyway, side tangent. But yeah, really good shape. Has all this stuff in it.
Yeah, I mean, the binding's good and everything. It has a little rip on the front, but
I mean, I'm not looking to resell these. I'm collecting them more just to read through them because I didn't get a chance to as a kid and get all like nostalgic and yeah. Other Nintendo Power I got, it wasn't from Frank. It was from somebody else.
I don't even remember where it was from. It
was like sitting on the corner, and I was like, "How much is that?" And I was like, "All right, I'll buy it because it was really cheap." It's another Nintendo Power that just features Star Tropics, which is also one of my favorite games growing up. Has all the maps and everything in it. God, I see these old ads. The first time seeing this ad, like, look at this advertisement for Game Boy. Look at that.
Special feature.
Like, I remember being like 6-7 years old wanting a Game Boy so bad, and I was so pissed because I knew so many kids that had them and I didn't have them, and I finally got one, and I was like, yeah, it's the greatest thing ever. So just seeing this page like brought so much happiness to me. But yeah, I love collecting these. These make me so happy. So I got them for really cheap. I was happy about that. So
two more for the collection.
That's what I. Oh wait, one more thing that I got.
Oh yeah, Megan got a really cool.
For my buddy Adam Nelson, who also had a panel. We forgot to mention.
Adam had a panel and had a booth. He was actually working with 8-Bit Evolution, who has a lot of repros and stuff.
Yes.
And cool stuff like this.
Yes. I don't know how well this is gonna translate on camera. Well, you'll see in the footage and in pictures, I wore this awesome Majora's Mask dress that I had planned on wearing for months.
And where was that you ordered it from? What was it called?
Jamie Koala Art and Design. She has a Facebook page. I don't know where she's based out of. I would like to see if maybe she'd want to come to the convention next year. If she's close by and if she wouldn't mind making the trek. But really sweet. She's always responded to posts and stuff on her, that I've written on her page. She seems really sweet. She made this phenomenal Zelda dress, or Majora's Mask dress that I bought months ago.
Like she said, she's doing one last run of them, I believe, right?
Yeah. So it's gonna be limited, shortly. So it was $60. Like I said, I bought it months ago. Probably the most I would, spend on clothing. I buy most of my clothing from thrift stores. So anyway, I rocked that the whole day. And it was so awesome because, of course, Nintendo just announced that they were going to release Majora's Mask on 3DS, which is an outstanding Zelda game.
And the coincidence,
about it. Yeah.
the coincidence that she was going to wear that anyway.
Hey, I was like, all right, I'll wear this. But anyway, a friend of mine clued me in that Adam was selling these little pins, and it's a little Majora's Mask pin. It's very detailed. It's so awesome. Very colorful. Like I said, I don't know how well it translates on camera, but just really cool. Very good quality. So that was the last thing that I got. Nathan, I'll let you finish.
Well, this one was actually purchased just before the con, and I wanted to touch on it because my nephew Cameron got the big collector's edition with this that comes with a statue. And it was a game I wanted for a while, and so he made a great deal on his old version, which I think we actually got him for Christmas last year, so it was kind of like, it made the rounds back to me.
He regifted.
Yeah, he regifted, that son of a... No, but he gave me a great deal on it, and me and Megan were looking forward to getting it, and that is Tales of Xillia, the limited edition. So it's technically not a pickup at the con, but it was because of a pickup he got at the con that he gave this to us, or sold this to us real cheap. So it has like a music CD and a character book. The only thing it wouldn't have is, like, I think there was some DLC stuff unless he didn't use it, but I don't care about that. That's fine. It's just that I wanted this game anyway, and I always liked this middle special edition that wasn't quite the big one, so that was our pickups.
Those were, yeah.
So, like we said, thank you to everyone, and the ones that we forgot until this video, or this part 2, you know, thank you to you guys. I also have one last thank you. I wanted to shout out, towards the end of the con, I was charging my phone, I was kind of poop, I'm like, oh, today's almost over, but it was so fun, and I was just, you know, elated, and a guy came up to me, and was like, hey, I know you, and I was like, oh, you do? How? And he goes, oh, I watch your YouTube channel, and we were like, oh, well, she wasn't here yet, I was like, oh, that's great, that's so cool, and I was like, how'd you find me and stuff, and he was like, actually, I found you through Street Pass, so...
Yeah, oh my god, this makes me, like, want to tear up. I know I'm being over dramatic, but seriously, this is so surreal, it was just cool.
Yeah, I have on Street Pass, with 3DS, if you're not familiar with it, your little me character that represents your system, when you Street Pass somebody, they have a little saying. And my saying has always been YT for YouTube, and then Sprite Lovers. So, you know, I was
rocking that for a while. So for RetroGameCon, I switched to RetroGameCon, but yeah. Yeah, so I had that on there, and, you know, I'm like, well, heck, maybe I'll promote it to somebody. And so this person actually came up to me, and it was like, yeah, I found you through your Street Pass. So, it was him and his friends. I'm going to try to remember all your names right now, so if you're watching, you guys can comment. So, Ryan, I believe you were the dude who came up to me first, and then I think there was Jake, Spencer, and Kelvin. I think that's everybody who was there, but if I'm missing one or got a name wrong, you guys can let me know. Yeah, well, she came later on. I was talking to you guys for like 20 minutes before Megan came up, so I have a little bit of more time with you guys, but great talking to you. Yeah, that was like the icing on the cake. It's so cool, like I said earlier in the last video, just meeting everybody at the convention, people that I've been in touch with for a while, new faces, you know, people that watched our channel. Like, I don't know, it fills me with the warm and fuzzies, because I'm just like, I don't know, the feels, man, like, man. I don't know.
So, but it was cool. Good meeting you guys, and
yeah, you guys were awesome.
It was good talking RPGs and other stuff. I mean, it was cool, and like I said, you know, I asked you guys if you'd ever played any Saturn RPGs, and you said no, and I'm like, so, you know, it's not an easy thing to do, but if you guys can ever play some of those cool games, you know, let me know, and we'll be in touch, you know, through Facebook and on YouTube, we'll be in touch with you guys, so we can talk games going here forward. But it was just really cool, because I told them there, I was like, you know, if it wasn't for that Street Pass tag, which led in the video, he would never have came up and talked to us. I would have never met you guys, so you guys were some cool dudes, and